house? How long have you owned the house?
It'll be 11 years in March.
Oh, wow. So what drew you to the region and why did you purchase a house there?
My ex-husband's parents retired down there, so it was always my dream to get a house in France for some reason. And we'd come off the property ladder in the UK, and instead of buying again in the UK, I just wanted to try France. So we found this little house on the internet. I didn't even see it. I sent my husband out to visit it, and then we bought it. Um, and yeah, I just fell in love with it, and I love that area because it's just really magical. And I don't know, I was just really drawn to that area, all the castles and the vineyards and everything. So yeah, and then my husband he managed to work from home, so we lived there for about a year and a half full time. So that was great. Made loads of friends.
Nice.
Yeah.
So tell me a little bit about the house, the size, the character, the charm. Was
So
your family?
I think it's about 200 years old, and it's literally 3 rooms. So one big room on each floor, um, and it's really quirky. So you'd have to really like quirky houses. Um, but it worked for us. I love all that. I love all the quirky little nooks and crannies.
Yeah.
And I had it rendered 2 years ago. So all the front, because it is only the front, it's kind of enveloped into all the so you've only got the front of the house. There's no back windows or anything else. So it's really nice and snug and secure. So once you close that big front door, then you're in, and that's it. Um, so I had it rendered and new guttering put on the front. Um, and the stone stairs, I have to keep repainting those, but I'm not sure what the solution is for those.
And
But
you have
yeah,
a nice little quiet courtyard in the front, right? It's kind of is it enclosed or how does that work?
yeah. So it's enclosed. It's like a little alleyway. So, but it's like a dead end. So what I did, I put a fence on it with a little gate because we had our dog there, and they never seem to. The French, they're kind of like, if you've fenced off, it's yours. So I don't own that. I don't own that bit of land, but nobody ever did anything. So on some of the pictures, when we lived there, we put fake grass down, and I had all these lovely pots, and I made it, and all these stones made it really pretty. But now all that's kind of gone, so it's just kind of. I wanted to show the pictures to see what you can do,
Hmm.
but it's just kind of tarmac now, back to that again. But the fence is still there,
Hmm. And
and it,
interior, you're selling the house completely furnished, so all the interior um, is all sorted out,
yeah,
right?
yeah, because I'm stuck in Canada, I can't get it over here.
Right.
So that would be that's what I'm doing. Yeah, fully furnished, so someone can just move right in. They don't have to worry
Okay. So on the bottom floor, as you walk in from the Foes, it looks like there's like kind of a livings kitchen area, kind of an open concept, one room area, correct?
Yeah, so it's a kitchen diner. So we had like a sofa in there at one point, like a sofa bed,
Hmm.
um, so that you could have additional people sleeping down there. But yeah, I got rid of that. So now it's just the dining table, but it's quite a big room, so it's quite nice to hang out in there. And there's an armchair, and then you go up the stairs, and then there's the bedroom with the double bed and the beautiful fireplace, which I think you could open up again. And then just 2 chairs to sit, and we used to play games there. Um, and then I think when there is the archway there next to the window, I think that used to be the sink.
Mm,
And downstairs you would have had the animals living down there, and then the
right.
sink, and then the family would have lived in that middle room. And then you go up, and then there's the bathroom. So it's a bit awkward because it's all one room, and then we've just put a curtain to divide it. But when our kids were little, it didn't matter,
Right.
you know.
Right.
So that's the only thing. Like if you're a couple staying there, it wouldn't matter because you'd be sleeping in the bedroom, and you'd go up to use the toilet. Um,
Right.
do that. But if you've got it, I mean, it didn't matter for us. And the French don't really care about things like that. So when I Airbnb'd it, nobody really cared about that.
Right. Oh, I wanted to touch on that too. So you have used it as
Yeah,
Airbnb, so that and it
yeah,
did do well for you. So anybody who's looking to buy and kind of have some
yeah,
supplemental income, then that is definitely an option with this house because of the location. And obviously
definitely.
it's cute.
Yeah, and they were all French actually that
Mm.
came to stay. But yeah, so in the summer months that worked really well. And then I've done a couple of long-term lets, and they were all British ladies, but they were quite crazy to be honest. So yeah, they were okay, but yeah, it was more hassle. I think the Airbnb, at least it's
Yeah. Okay.
they're in and out.
Yeah. So anybody looking to buy, like what is in the immediate walking vicinity of the house? I know it's located behind a church, but is there anything else like as far as amenities go within walking distance?
So there's a bar restaurant on the main road, and there is a Tabac, which is like a little newsagents where they sell bread.
Mhm.
Well, there was when we were there. I'm hoping it's still open. And there's a beautiful restaurant hotel on the main road to go for a really nice meal. But that's about it. So you would have to drive for walking. That's about it. You'd have to drive to Lesignan, which is a 3-minute drive, and that is it's got everything. It's got a beautiful, huge market on every Wednesday morning. It's got all the supermarkets.
Nice. And you said that's a 3-minute drive? That's not, so
Three
that's
minute drive. Yeah,
perfect. So you're very centrally located. How far
yeah.
how far is it to kind of more the bigger city? I know it's kind of in between two, but the coastal city of Narbonne, how far is that?
So Narbonne, if you jump on the motorway, that's about 18 minutes. We've done it
Okay.
in 18 minutes. But you can do the ones where you don't have to pay, just the back roads. It's about 20 minutes, and Carcassonne's the same. It's the other way. So we're right in the middle. But because it's right close, it's close to the highway, so it's really easy. Um, and the beach is, probably about 30 minutes to the Mediterranean. And then you've got Toulouse, that's only an hour.
Right.
And
So that's probably the closest major kind of international airport would be Toulouse.
yeah, well, we used to use, yeah, I guess the international one, yeah, because we used to fly into Carcassonne
Okay.
and Béziers, and then there's Perpignan, that's got an airport.
Okay. So there's several airports within.
Yeah, those, and then they've got Girona in Spain and Barcelona. We've flown into there as well.
Okay. And that's about 2 hours away, correct?
Yeah, but Toulouse, yeah, I think you can fly from North America to Toulouse.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's only an
And
hour.
I've found
Yeah,
I've flown into Toulouse. So.
yeah, it's just an hour. It's an hour on the highway.
And the nearest train connection from the home is how far?
Lesignan,
Okay.
there's
Oh,
a there's a yeah, so there's a train station there, so that would take you straight to Carcassonne or Narbonne.
great.
And
So
then Narbonne, there's the fast train, I think, to Narbonne now from Paris.
mhm.
And yeah, but it's really easy. I didn't when we were looking, I didn't want one of these little houses that was in these little villages where it's 20 minutes before you get to the highway. Um, I wanted to be able to just jump on and go places.
Right. So perfectly located. Okay, cool.
Yeah.
Anything else that you want to kind of talk about the house that anybody would be interested in knowing? Does it have Wi-Fi? Is there good connections there? What is
Yeah,
the
it's got Wi-Fi, and we had to get all that connected when we bought it. It didn't have anything. But they're getting fiber optic in the village. It's meant to be this year or next year, so that will be really fast. It's got little electric heaters in each room, but the walls are so thick that it stays cool in the summer and warm in the winter. It's
right?
really
Yeah,
good.
yeah, I guess that was my question too. It can get pretty hot there, so it does stay pretty cool, especially I would assume with only having one wall with the windows and being pretty.
Yeah, the walls are so thick that it keeps it cool. So what when we were living there and it was getting to 45 degrees, we you would close the shutters as well.
Mhm.
It was really really strange because you like sitting there in darkness, but you just had to keep cool. Um, and then we have some fans going as well. But yeah, and the windows are double glazed, so once you shut the windows, it's really quiet.
Great.
Um, and we've only got one neighbour on one side because the guy next door to us, he died, and I don't think they've done anything with that house yet. can't hear the neighbours at all.
Great.
And there's a little square, so when you come out, there's a little square there, and with a bench. And it's a really, really friendly village.
And parking is not a problem there.
No, you can park in front of the church. There's a car park there. And if you needed to like unload furniture or anything, you can park right into the square if you've got a little car. That's what we've done.
Okay. Very cool. It sounds like a wonderful house.